and yeah, you see, it's really nice right now. Hi, let's start making the coin collecting animation with DOTween and UniTask. In this video, I'm gonna use the assets called Casual Game GUI, and I'm gonna put the links down in the description below. If you're interested, you can check it out. First, I will show you the animation stack that we are making. So, first, we're gonna spawn some coin right here, and then we're gonna move those coins toward our money label right here, and then we're gonna do some effect such as bouncing this value up and down, and then we're gonna update the monetary values as we have. Now let's get started. In Unity, I'm gonna create a C# script, and I'm gonna call it collecting coin. In here, first I'm gonna lay out those steps. We make sure that we have this step clear before we start coding. But first, I'm gonna spawn the coin to a specific location with random values right there. So we don't want all of those coins in the same location. We want to tweak the value a little bit. Next, after this, we're gonna move all the coin to the how about it? I will call it coin labels. Let's assume it, and then we're gonna animate the reaction when collecting coin. First, let's start by spawning the coin to the specific location. To do that, I'm gonna have some view. First, I'm gonna have the coin prefab, and next I'm gonna have the spawn location, and then I'm gonna have the coin amounts. I'm gonna have this as the type of integer, and because we want to tweak the values a little bit so all the coin would not be spawned in the same location, I'm gonna add some values, add some randomness to it. Let's say min x and max x. Similarly, I will put the y values, call this min y, and max y. In here, let's start by creating a for loop. I'm gonna pass the coin amount, and I'm gonna create a coin by using instantiate. I'm gonna put the coin prefab right here, and I forgot to add the parents of the coin. So in here, we actually having the coin prefabs as the children of the canvas, so we must provide the parents. And I'm gonna pass the coin parent here. And then I'm gonna assign the position is equal to spawn location dot transposition. Okay, now let's see in the editor. In the editor, I'm gonna create a new object. I will call it collecting coin, and I'm going to reset the value. Now I'm gonna drag the collecting coin right here, and in here I'm gonna assign the coin prefab. For the spawn location, I have the spawn point right here over there in here, and I've got to say that you can have it anywhere that you like. I'm gonna drag the spawn location right here, and in coin parents I will simply add this .bgame object. Let's start, and the coin amount I will call it 8. Now let hit play. You will see that 8 coins has now been spawned, but they are spawned in the same location right here. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna add some randomness to make sure that they will have a nice smooth effect when they are spawned. So in the for loops, as we instantiate the coin, instead of assigning the position of the coin that we have just spawned to the spawn location, I will create a values. I will call it X position, and you can call it whatever you like, but for simple I will just call it, and it's gonna be spawn location position dot x, and then I'm gonna pass the random dot range, and I'm gonna pass the min x and the max x right here. Similarly, the y position will be equal to spawn location dot position dot y, and equal to means y and max y. And instead of assigning to the spawn location, I will create new vector tree, and I'm gonna pass the x position and the y position. So because we spawning the coin inside the canvas, we don't necessarily have to pass the z position right here, but otherwise you should have it. And I'm gonna click the save. Back in Unity, I'm gonna tweak some value. Let's go with -1, 1, and in here let's go with -2 and 2. Let's see. You will see that the coin now being spread out like this instead of focusing in one location. Let's start over. There we go. Now we have a different formation because we have added some randomness to our function. And I just want to talk that we can change every value in here as we want. Instead of having to turn off the play mode and start again, we can actually move this. Actually, we will move all of that. Click refactor, extract method, and we're gonna refactor it to another method. And instead of invoke the method in the start method, we will use the button attribute from another attribute. This will allow you to invoke this method in the inspector, and you can click many things as you like. It is really powerful. If you guys don't know how to use Naughty attributes, it is an amazing tool, and it is like Odin, but it's free. I have done a video about it, and if you want, you can check it out. So, to testing different combination of our randomness in the XY coordinate, we will start adding the reset mechanism. I will create a list. Let's call it coin and is equal to new list. And when I spawn a coin, I will add those coins to the list. And at the start of this method, I will reset it. I will create a for loop. Then I'm gonna destroy the coin. Also, I'm gonna clear the list. In the editor, we can see that we have already button in the inspector. This is thanks to the Naughty attribute package. And every time we click this button, we will invoke the methods collection coin. I think I'm gonna change this to collect coins. I think this will be much better. And now when I hit play and I'm gonna click the collect coin, you will see that it's now spawned as we expected. And the amazing thing is as we can click again and you will see that now has been a different formation. We can also tweaking those values. Like in here I want to change it to 16 coin, and I'm gonna tweaking those values to find out that's work the best for the game right here. And it's up to you to select the suitable value for your games. And in here I just have some demonstrations as you could do that. After tweaking some values, I see that I can select all this combination, and I think it works best for me. And let's see how it works. Start the play mode, and I'm gonna click collect coins. I change this to 16 for better demonstration. You will see is now it's quite amazing now. Next, after all the coins has been spawned, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the coin to the end position. And to do that, I'm gonna use DOTween with UniTask. And if you guys don't know how we can use DOTween with UniTask, I have an amazing tutorial and you can check it out and learn for yourself. In here, I will add private transform and position. And after we spawn all the coin, we will look through it because we already add the coins to the list. We will use a simple for loop. Coin dot transform, and then we're gonna use to move. This time I will pass the end position and the duration. Well, I will just move the views and make it serial to help us debug it. And sometimes we can just tweak the value in the inspector, and I'm gonna pass the duration right here. What is this? Transform vector 3. Oh, and position dot position. Okay, let's save it. In Unity, we're gonna click collect coin, and then I will change the values of the duration of the tweening to be 2, and for an position I will looking for the coin symbol right here. And if you guys do know, you have to click this mobile to be able to select this. Yeah, this is a symbol, and I'm gonna add the symbol to the collecting coins code. I'm gonna click save. Let it play. I'll click collect coins. You see that it's already spawned, but now it's gonna move right in the middle of the labels. However, we want to move it right here, and you will notice that the size of the coin is somehow smaller than the size of the label. What we should do is we should make all of that in the same size. Let's play again. Spawn a coin and move it right here. To fix the issue, we're gonna assign the parents of the coin instant right here to the object that have similar hierarchy order. And similarly, for an position, I'm gonna add the image right here to it. So after all the coin had been spawned, it's gonna move to the coin label right here. Now let's play. I'm gonna click collect coins. You see that the size has a little bit larger than label. It is because in here the coins label have the width of 76 and the height of 83. However, the coins instant have the width and height of 100. So what we should do is we're gonna select the coin prefab and we're gonna change it to 76 and 83. Now I will run the game. In collecting coin, I'm gonna click collect coins. You see that it's now exact we want. However, you can see that the animation is quite fast. In here, I want to slow down a little bit. Maybe that's after we spawn all the coin, we're gonna wait a little bit, and then we're gonna tween all those coins to this position. Let's do it. In collecting coin, I'm gonna add the async keyword here, and then after all the coin being spawned, I'm gonna await and I'm gonna use UniTask delay, and I'm gonna pass the times from seconds. I think that's correct, and I'm gonna wait for 1 second. So basically all this coded is we're gonna wait for a second and then we're gonna continue our logic. Let's take a look in the editor. I'm gonna click play. Collecting coin. You see that it's gonna wait a little bit and then it's gonna move to the coin label that it has to be in here. Additionally, I don't like the way that's all the coin moving in the same time. I want it to move like sequentially, like one coin at a time. I could do that by putting the await code inside the loop function, where I'm gonna loop for all the coin into moving to the end position. I'm gonna use UniTask that delay. Basically, I'm gonna copy all those code right here, and then I'm gonna wait something like 0.05 seconds, and let's see how it's work. I'm gonna hit play. I'm gonna click collect coin. It spawn. You see that it's gonna move sequentially. The following thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna have to wait for the reaction of collecting coin happens. Most of the time, the game developers doing that by bouncing the coin label, and I'm gonna do that just for you. For testing, I'm gonna create another function. Let's call it react to collecting coin, and I'm gonna put the button attribute right here to help us testing the method in the editor. In here, I will get the end position, which is the label, and I'm gonna use do punch rotation, which is one of the DOTween function. And if you guys have no idea what it is, just follow along, and I think when I show you the example, you will understand much better. And in here, I'm gonna pass the punch, which is in vector 3. I'm gonna have create a new vector, and I'm gonna call RC values 1.5, 1.5, and 0. Okay, and the duration, how about 0.1? All the parameter left, like vertical or elasticity, I will leave its default value. In the answer, I'll click play, and I'm going to click react to collecting coin. Why is nothing happen? My apologize after recheck. I think my mistake is using do punch rotation, and what we should do is we're going to do punch scale right here. And let's go back to see. In editor, I'm click play, and I'm click react to collection coin. You see that it's bouncing and it's going back right here. There we go. So what we want to do is when we click collect coins, we want to spawn the coin, and each time each coin move to the position right here, we will react to the collection coin right here. And I think that makes sense for you guys. To do that, we're gonna refactor a little bit. First, we will move the code here into a separate function. I will call it moves coins task right here. And instead of task, I'm going to return the UniTask type, and I'm going to await for it to happen. In here, I will also separate this into another method. Let's call it move coin task. You will notice that there is not the S after the coin. In here, I'm gonna create a list, and I will say it's move coin task, which equal to new list of UniTask. And in here, I will change the type from void to UniTask. Instead of just calling the function, I will add the return value to the move coin task list. In the move coin task, I will await for the tweening to be finished, and I'm gonna pass to UniTask right here, and then I will react to collection coin. So the logic here is after each coin reach to the end position, the coin label will be bouncing, and that is my logic in my mind. Let's take a look at the editor. I'm gonna click collect coins, Wow, you will see that because the do punch function tween the value from different from the original, and then it's gonna go back. But because we call this method a lot of time, the original values is not the same anymore. So the result in here is the coin label is getting quite large. And don't worry, we're gonna fix that. In the React to collection coin, I will change the return value to UniTask. And then I'm gonna create a global variable, and I'm gonna create a field, and let's have it a tween. I will call it reaction coin reaction tween. So the logic in here is as we're gonna tweening the values. In this case, we're gonna scale the coin label, but however, we don't want it to be overlap. Like when we call the reaction to collect coins again, if the tweening is still exists, we will not executing the methods. I will assign the tween coin reaction tween equal to this. I will have if coin reaction tween is equal to no, and if not, I'm gonna assign this. And in here, I'm gonna await for this tweening to be finished, and I'm gonna put the await keyword here. Coin reaction tween to UniTask. So after we await it, we will set the coin reaction tween equal to no, so that after the bouncing effect is finished, we will bounce that again. Now I will delete this button attribute right here, and let's take a look at the editor. I'll hit play, and I will click collect coins. You see that although it's quite fast now, it is not have the same error as it has before. To make a really nice acceleration effect, I will add the Async function by using setIs, and I'm gonna pass is dot in out elastic. You can check it out, all the Async method here. I will put the link down in the description. So in here, I will use the in out elastic, which is gonna slow a bit down, but it's gonna move it up. So let's take a look at the data. However, I will also notate that the scale of the coin label is quite large, and I'm gonna move it to 0.5 instead of 1.5. Let's see. Collecting coin. One thing I noticed is that the coin which has been spawned has now had the upper layer than the coin label, and we will change that by creating an parent object, and which in here the coin label will have the better layer. I will create a new game object, and I will create coin parents, and I'm gonna move in here, and in the collection coin I will add the coin parents to the coin parents. Now let's take a look. I'm gonna click collect coin. You will see that it's now under the coin label. Similar to the Async methods of the coin reaction tween, I will also add the Async method to the translation tween, and in this here I'm gonna use is dot in black. So in the existing.net, you see that it's in black. The coin will be slow down a little bit. It's even move right back the opposite direction, but then it will go back up. So let's see the effect in the editor. I'm gonna click play. I'm gonna click collect coins. You will see that it have a very nice isolation effect. It will charge something like we charge a little bit and we go to the collable right here. And after we finish the tweening animation, the coin will be react. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna update the values right here after each coin had reached the destination. So let's do that. In the collecting coin class, I will add another field, which is text macro use UI, and I will call it coin text. Let's make it simple, and I will also keep charts of how many coins that we have collected in coin. I will create a method. Let's call it set coin, and I'm gonna pass the parameter value. The coin will be equal to the values, and then I will also set the value of the coin to the coin text. In here, we will await for the reaction to be finished. Then we will set coin to be coin +1 right here. And then when we reset, we will also to be set the coin values to be 0. Let's hit play. In here, we're gonna spawn 8 coin. Let's click collect coin. Oh, I forgot to assign the text map pro. So we will select this, which is the I think it's a text value. Yeah, it's a text value. The coin parent we just created. The text value to the coin text. Let's click save, and I'm gonna click play. In collection coin, let's hit collect coins. You will see that is gonna have the tweening effect. Now we will change the coin duration. Change the coin amount to 16 to have a better effect. So let's take a look. If we are correct, the coin will be reset to 0, and then it's gonna go back up again. Let's see. There you go. You will see that after we changing the coin amount, the effects start to look nice right now. In here, for better optimization, after we finish the effect, we should destroy all the coin that we have just spawned. In here, I will change this to game object and the coin. Coin instant to avoid any misunderstanding. And then in here, I will pass the coins.i. And after we await for it to be finished, I will add the game object. I will go with temp. It's going to be the coin instant. And then I'm going to remove it from the list. Remove coin instant. And then I'm going to destroy it. So let's see in the editor. In the editor, I'm going to click play. and I'm gonna click collect coins. Then I spawn over the edge and drag it here, and now the text has been updated. However, you will not see this, but something is quite wrong here. I will show you in a better example. In here, instead of waiting for 0.05 seconds, I will wait for 1 second. The logic here is as in this loop, we move the coin and then we wait for the 1 second and then we move another. Now let's take a look in editor to see what's went wrong. I'm going to play and I'm going to click collect coins. We spawn 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see that there's some kind of errors here. 3 of them doesn't move. So what's wrong? The reason for that is we have removed the coin instant and we destroy it when we still looping it. The coins collection has now been modified, which results in the bugs that we have. So I already made another video. I will put the link down in the description. So basically what we will do is instead of using normal for loop, we're gonna use the reverse for loop. So when we modify our collection, we're gonna destroy it, but then because we loop from the bottom to the top, the collection doesn't change the order. I will paste this right here, and I'm gonna paste all the code right here, and let's start. In the editor, let's hit play, and I'm gonna click collect coins. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see now all the logics have been correct, and you can tweak all the values. You can wait anytime that you want, but it doesn't change. Unlike before, where we wait longer time, the incorrect behavior start to appear. When we spawn 16 coin, we gonna start to notice we have a really nice effect. Let's hit it, and all gonna jump and it gonna pop up, and the update value will be here. However, I think the entrance of the coin is a little bit boring, so let's change that. In the collecting coins, I will also add the do punch extension method to the coin instant. So let's do that. I will have the coin instant dot transform dot do punch, but then I will do punch the rotation of it. In here, I'm gonna punch for her vector 3. Let's start at 0, 0, 0, and the duration, let's add some randomness to it to make it more alive. Random net range 0 and then 1. The vibrator and the elasticity, I'm gonna put it to the default values, and then I'm gonna add the Async methods, which gonna be is dot inback, just like the move coin task. In here, I'm gonna change this to UniTask, and similarly, I will put the delay code in here to wait a little bit before the leftovers coin start appearing. I'm gonna click save, and let's see in the editor. I'm gonna click play, and I'm gonna click collect coin. you see that it's quite a little bit smooth now, and I'm actually quite happy with it. I just want to say that you should also tweaking the Async method to see what's suit for you. In here, I could also change this to is out elastic, and then I also have a very nice effect, and yeah, you see, it's really nice right now. And I think you should do it to your games and see what is best for you. Let's try again. Let's see again. Let's see how we did so far. Collect coins. We spawn the coin, and then we move up to label, and the values have been updated. What I like to talk more about here is another bug that I think I might found. Because we didn't wait for this tween to be finished, there are cases that we move all the coins before we finish spawning it. I mean, if the coin amount is small, we're not gonna notice this, but if it's gonna be large, it's gonna be noticeable. How we should fix that? No matter how many coins that we spawn, we didn't get any error. So we will do that by creating a list. Let's go with UniTask, and I will go with spawn coin task list. It's gonna be new UniTask, and then I'm gonna add the tweening method to the list right here. And then the method I want to show you is UniTask that's when all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass the spawn coin task list right here. This method will be triggered after all the tweening methods has been finished. So we want to control that when we finish all of that, we can actually forward the next logic and do not have to be worried about any side effect. And I can just remove the delay because it's gonna wait anyways. Let's click save, and let's see in the editor. You will see that nothing has been changed. Our effects still look great. That is the end of my video. If you like it, please consider like and subscribe. And if you guys have any question, please put it in the comments below, and maybe you can, if you really like it, you can share to your friends. Thank you for watching.